Hey guys, I'm David Northcutt, aka Sprinter Doctor, service technician here at Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham. And I've got a vehicle, it's a 2019 model, and it has some charge air seals leaking. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that, replacing those charge air seals, which are prone to leaking. So here we go. Okay, first we're going to remove our air cleaner. Just going to grab this little elbow right here and pull it towards me. And then just work it side to side to get it out. Set that to the side. Loosen this clamp. Take these connectors off. Just going to pop the front of this air cleaner up out of these little take your jump starter point off, and air cleaner should come right up out of there. Okay, this is our charge air noise silencer right here, and this is prone to leaking right here, especially when you have too large of a gap right here, and that could be because this pipe right here, this aluminum pipe, could be adjusted too low, or it could be loose, and that can cause you to have leaks. So we're going to take this charge air noise silencer off, replace the seals, and reinstall it. Okay, next we're going to take this brake booster vacuum hose off. There's a vacuum line on it, so just take that off. Unplug this vacuum line out of the brake booster. And pop it up out of that cover. Just put it up right there, out of your way. Okay, down on your noise silencer, you're gonna see a screw right here. That's a T20. You're gonna take that screw out. And this piece slides out like that. Okay, just an overview of all the screws you're going to be taking out. You're going to be taking out these two E10s on this little bracket, these two E10s on this little bracket, these two E10s here on your noise silencer, and there's another E10 on the back side of your noise silencer right there. Got a little wobble end extension that helps me get to these. I just pull that hose back out of my way. And then on the back one, I use a 1-inch extension and then a 3-inch extension. That just gets me where I need to be back there. You can feel over the back of it. You can feel it go on. Now what I'll do is I'll just lift up on this, and at the same time, turn the camera just a little bit. All right, I'll lift up on this and just kind of pull on that. All right, and that'll come up out of there like so. On this one, it looks like our seal was broken. So that's our problem. Make sure you clean this real good. All right, look at this on this one. See this? That's not good. This thing is loose. There's a bolt missing. Okay, since the charge air pipe is loose, that should not be like that. So I'm going to try to show you where your mounting bolts are for this charge air pipe. All right, one bolt is right here. See it right there? And then notice the bracket that it bolts onto. And there's some bolts that bolt that bracket to the side of the cylinder head. And I see that a lot of times somebody leaves a bolt out of that bracket and that'll cause it to be loose as well. So, and then there's another bolt over here, right there. See it? And there's one on the bottom as well. I'll show that to you as well when I get it up on, lift it up on the rack. I'm gonna need to take this jump point off where it's mounted to the pipe. So I just got my hook tool. I'll try to hook in there on that and get that off. Then there's a little clip. You can get it off pretty easy. Just unclip that. Just get a clip remover. Alright, I got my jump point loose. Let's go down below and I'll show you where that bottom mounting bolt is. Alright, I'm down below and I'm looking at that charge air pipe, and you can see the mounting bracket has been broken off. That's where the mounting bracket should be at the bottom, but it's broken off. And it mounts right there where that bolt is, that Torx bolt. But you can see it's completely missing. So, sorry guys, I was going to show you how to take that bolt loose and get that loose. But I'm still going to be removing this charge air pipe just to get it off that aluminum charge air pipe. Here's where the charge air pipe connects to the intercooler. You can get a flathead screwdriver. Well, I'm just going to use a clip remover. Just going to pop that out of there like that and let it rest on the hose like that, and that'll pull off. And over here on this, where it connects to the pipe, just going to use a flathead screwdriver, get in there, pull that out like that. Yeah, it didn't want to come out the first time, so I had to pop the clip a little bit more with my screwdriver. Still couldn't get it out, so had to pop it up one more on the other side. I got it out. Alright, I'm just taking these bolts out that I was showing you earlier, the two top bolts. just little short bolts. In a second, when I get this pipe up out of the way, you're gonna see where somebody worked on it previously and had left a bolt out of the bracket that the pipe mounts to. There's the other little bolt. See, that bracket's loose. I don't know why that bolt gets left out. I have no idea. It either vibrates. Okay, right here, this is the bracket that the charge air pipe bolts to. And you can see it's loose, as we saw earlier. And the reason is there's a bolt missing. So somebody left a bolt out. I got a bolt, I'm just gonna install a bolt in it. To be fair, it could have vibrated out, but nice and sturdy now. Alright, I'm going to put our charge air pipe back down in here. Okay. When you get your two bolts started and your pipe, make sure you raise this pipe. See, there's a lot of slack. You want to raise it all the way up to the top and then tighten your screws down. Okay. Now, that's much more sturdy than it was. All right, next, I'm gonna take this new seal, which goes here on the turbo, and I'm gonna coat it with some grease. Now you're going to install it on the turbo. Make sure it's pushed all the way up on there. All right, next I'm going to take my charge air seals that go on the noise silencer and install those. I'm just going to take all that apart. That green seal usually stays in there, so just take that out and discard it. Take this seal off. Our other seal was cut, so it came right off earlier. Just gonna clean this real well. Make sure there's no oil left on it. Take your new seal, put it on there. Same for the other side. Alright. clean out the inside of your pipe on both ends. To make installation easier, you can clean it with Scotch-Brite to make it real good and clean. Now this is the easiest way that I have found to install this pipe. I'm just gonna coat this big seal with some grease. And then grease that seal there. Right. Okay, once you get the grease applied to your seals, I'll take and I hold it like this. And I'm gonna install my pipe pointed down like that. See how I got that? Just like so. Just pointed down. Now we're gonna go put it on the vehicle. Okay, so since I've got my charge air pipe pointing angled down, first we're gonna put the noise silencer down in your charge air pipe first, like so. And then over here on this side, you're just gonna kind of roll it down like so. And as you're rolling it down onto the turbo, you're just gonna make sure it goes down behind your bracket over here. And that should just pop on the turbo and down into your pipe, just like that. All right. Now we just need to put our bolts back in the noise silencer, put the brackets back on. Our back bolt. Okay, just to give you a warning, one of my coworkers walks up at about the 18-17 mark and starts pumping DEF fluid, and it's a little bit loud, but it only lasts for about 30 seconds, thankfully. Okay, now that we've got all of our seals replaced, we got our pipe straightened out and the bracket bolted back up where it's good and solid. And see, we can see there's basically not much of a gap at all between your noise silencer and this pipe, and that's going to help you to prevent any leaks. All right. All right, we're going to put our retaining bracket back on there. Our T20 screw back in. Go ahead and reattach our our jump point. Go ahead and reinstall this vacuum hose. It's a lot easier if you put just a little bit of grease on here where it plugs into the brake booster. There. All right. Put your vacuum line back on, don't forget that. All right. All right, we're back down on the bottom. Just gonna make sure you clean this real well. And get your retaining clip back down in the grooves, so we can reinstall our charge air hose. You can see when it's in the grooves because you can see the clip right there on each side. And your pipe on the intercooler, make sure that's clean as well. The hose just snaps up in the pipe. All right, last but not least, let's reinstall our air filter. Alright, so I hope I was able to help you get your charge air seals replaced with no issues. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that type of work, please bring it to us here at Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham, and we'll be glad to get rid of all your Sprinter problems for you. Thank you, and please, if I helped you out, hit the like button and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.